Hello, wonderful viewer. Welcome to Prime World's Photoshop tutorial. And this is the second video tutorial we are going to be having. Now, if you can remember in the first video tutorial, I taught you how you can create a new document and how you can open multiple files. In this tutorial, we are going to be learning how to save a file and how to export a file. That is what we are going to be learning in today's tutorial. So let's just start by creating a new document. So I go to File, press New, and it's already set to 1000 by 1000. That's what I want. So I just set the background color to white and I press OK. So I have this workspace. Now, assuming I just say, let me just quickly create a circle. Now we are going to be looking at the tools bar in subsequent videos, okay, where we are going to look in depth at each of these um, tools. But just for the sake of saving a document, that's why I'm trying to create a circle. I'll go into it in more detail later. So, but just in case you want to follow, I just selected the ellipse tool. Okay, I clicked and held this button so that the other options will show up. So I left click and held it down, and this other option showed up, and I chose the ellipse tool. And I came to the properties bar. Excuse me. I came to the properties bar and I changed the color to the fill color to purple. So I just click, I left click and drag, okay, just to form a circle. Now I want to, what if I have created this now and I want to save it? Okay, I want to save what I just created. Now there are different file formats to save your created work. The first one we are going to be looking at is the Photoshop file format. Saving it in the Photoshop file format. It's very important that you save your design in the Photoshop file format, just in case you want to revisit it and add some new touches to the design, or you want to make some changes to the design. It's important you have the Photoshop file format saved and prepared. So if you want to save it in the Photoshop file format, all you need to do is to go to File, then you go to the option that says Save. Now you use this option when you've not saved your document at all, when you want to save it for the first time. So you choose Save, and when you click on Save, it opens up this box for you to specify which format you want to save it at. So as you can see, I'm currently active on my desktop. So in case I wanted to save it on my desktop, um, the desktop part of my computer, I just click on desktop here. Okay, if I want to save it in my documents folder, I click on documents. You can search for wherever you want to save the document as, in rather. So let's say I want to save it in my desktop. I left click on desktop, so my desktop is selected. Now I have the file name. This is where I now insert the name of the file, what I want to call it. But before we do that, we need to choose the file format, the format in which we want to save our work. So as you can see, it's already in the Photoshop.psd format. This is how you can save your design in Photoshop format when you choose the .psd format. Mind you, if I click on this rectangle, it's going to reveal many formats we can save our designed work. It's going to reveal many formats, okay? But the one you need to know of in case you want to save a your designed work in such a way that you can revisit it and redesign it. The one you need to know, the one you need to know of is the Photoshop format. So you just select it. So after selecting it, you can now rename it. Okay, so let's say I name it circle. Okay, then all I need to do is press save, and it has gone ahead to save my work. So even if there's power outage or anything happens, my work is still intact. Okay, so this is how you can save your file in the Photoshop format in case you want to revisit it. Now, what if you want to save your file in the already prepared format? Okay, now there are several ways to go about this. Okay, the first way is there are different picture formats you can save your design. There's the .jpg format, there's the .png format, and the likes. But if you want to save for print, specifically for print, that is what you want to save, you want to print it out. Okay, you use this method I'm about to show you. Still go into file, you go to, now since we've already saved it in the Photoshop format, you can see that the save is no more active. So we now go to save as. So now we can now choose another file format apart from the Photoshop file format. Like we have the JPG, this first JPG, not this second one or the third one. The first one is the standard one. Okay, so you can save it as .jpeg, as a JPEG image. All right, so we can save it as that, and when we left click on it and we choose where we want to save it. Let me still choose the desktop. Okay, you hit save and it brings this option. Now take note of these three options. We have the baseline standard, we have the baseline optimized, we have the progressive. Now if you notice, as you toggle between the options, the size of the file increases, showing that the baseline standard option has the highest file size, and the higher the file size, the more quality the image is. All right, so you can see this slider here, so you can choose to reduce the quality of the image. As you can see, the quality is 11 now because I reduced it. The maximum quality is 12, so you can choose to reduce the image to any quality. As you can see, the more I take it to the left, it now becomes a small file, the size becomes small. Look, it is now 41.4 kilobytes, but once I take it further, okay, to the large file side, the size increases, is now 73.3 kilobytes. Okay, so if you want to save for print, okay, you can use this method. So let's just go ahead and save it. I'll make the file size maximum, I mean the quality maximum. Okay, and I'll choose the baseline standard since it gives me the best quality among these three options. So I press OK. Why is this man Dave disturbing? So I press OK and I've actually saved it as .jpeg. So this is one way you can save your 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 design in the finished version. That is the finished version, not the Photoshop file format that you can rework on. The finished version. Now the the question now comes up, how should I save my finished work that will have the highest quality? Okay, now the best way to save your work, okay, that will give you the best quality, is not to save it as JPEG, especially when you want to print. It is to save it as, let's go to save as now, it is to save it as PDF. in PDF format. So that's what I'm looking for now. Photoshop PDF. Yes, there it is. So the one that gives you the clearest quality in case you want to print out your file is the .pdf format. JPEG is still very good, especially when you use the baseline standard and you set it at the maximum quality. It's very good and it gives you a lower file size actually, but to get the clearest quality you usually save it as .pdf if you want to print it very sharply. So I choose PDF now, and I can still choose to save it in my desktop, and I save it as PDF. Alright. So this is simply how you can save your document for print. Now what if you want to save your document for web? There is the option to save your document for web. Okay, now actually the PDF was still loading. We need to specify certain things before it finally saves as PDF. So all you need to do is just press save PDF when this comes up. Do you want to continue? Press yes. Okay, and it goes ahead to save it as .pdf. Now the next thing we want to look at is if we want to save for web, if you want to save for online purpose. Of course, you know it has to be optimized so that it doesn't take much space. So Photoshop, as good as the software is, provides that option for you to save for web purposes. So how do we access it? We simply go to file, go to export, not save as anymore. Go to export, export, then go to, okay, sorry, export, go to save for web. Look at the option here, save for web, and you left click on it. Now it opens this up for you. Now it shows you that is currently on the JPEG format. So if you want to save it as a JPEG image, okay, you choose the JPEG format. There are different formats here. There's the GIF image. This GIF image is when you want to create a picture that has movement, animated, images. Okay, you use the GIF. If your image has animation in it and you want to save it with that movement still playing, you use the GIF. Now this is the JPEG, but the two major ones we are going to be looking at are the JPEG and not this PNG8 but the PNG24, because the PNG24 has more quality than the PNG8. So these are the two we'll be focusing on. So if I wanted to save this for web now, I will choose the JPEG and I can set the quality. Now let's set it to the maximum quality of 100%. Okay, now let's take note of the file size. Now here, this is what shows you the file size of your document. If you can remember, when we were saving it for offline, the JPEG we chose, the maximum size was around 70 something kilobytes, but because we are saving it for web, look at the maximum quality of the web, the size is just 43.1 kilobytes. So it has optimized it in a way that it will be very good, it will be very clear, but it will not take as much space as when you are saving it for offline for print purposes. Okay, so you can simply specify the quality you want, and having done this, you can now hit save. So I still want to save it in my desktop, so I just say, just for the difference sake, because I've saved the printed one, the one for print, as circle too. So I'll just differentiate it by writing circle web .jpg and I save it there. So the second and final one I want to show you is, what if I want to save my image without a background? Okay, if I want to save, like if I have this image now and I come here now, if you notice, if you look at the layer panel, it has a background, a white background. Now if I come here and I just drag it, and I delete it by dragging it to this delete box, or let me undo what I just did. Control Z is to undo. Remember to check out the keyboard shortcut, but to redo, to undo is Control Z. Another way to delete this is if I just left click on it, highlight the background and press the delete key on my keyboard, I can delete that layer. Now if you notice, there is no background around this circle anymore, it's just the circle showing. This pixelated background behind is letting you know that the object does not have a background. The background is transparent. So what if I wanted to save it like this, in this transparent form? I can do that. All I simply need to do is go to File, Save for Web, sorry, Export. Still on Export, go to Save for Web, and this time we are going to be choosing. Now if you notice JPEG, as it was in JPEG, you can see this white background. It automatically gave it a white background because JPEG images always come with a background. Even if you remove your background in the design, so long as you are saving it as JPEG, it will give it a background. Okay, but if you want to retain the transparency of your background, you now choose PNG24. Okay, now see, as we've chosen PNG24, the transparency has shown. Now it doesn't have a background, it's just the circle. So if you, to be sure that the transparency shows, make sure that this transparency box is ticked. By default the transparency box is ticked, but if you untick it, the transparency will go away. So make sure it is ticked if you want to save it without a background. Okay, so this is it. So all you need to do is, after specifying that, you just click on save, and just, it's already circled dot. Take note, the file format now is PNG, not JPG anymore. And still on my desktop, I want to press save. I wish I saved them in a folder. So these are simply the different ways you can save your your image. Okay, the different ways. So let's just go and look at what we've been saving all this while. Now look at the images here. Okay, look at the three images we just saved, and look at the PDF we just saved too. So like I said, this one was the one to save for offline. Take note, it is 100 and wow, it is 107 kilobytes, as you can see from the size, the size that is reporting. This one is for web, is 43.9 kilobytes. You can see that is much reduced. Okay, let me double click on it for you to view it. So this is how it looks like. Let me close. This is how the JPEG looks like. You hardly notice a difference. Okay, for the print, the one that is optimized for print. This is the one for PNG. Now take note, it doesn't have a background. As you can see, the white background is not showing because we saved it as PNG and we removed the background. All right, so this one is for PDF. Of course, you need to have a PDF application to view it. So this is the one that I said, you know,